What's up, people? So, today I thought of doing it differently. There's so much on my mind, and what's on my mind is grief or loss. Or, most of us are not trained to how to end things gracefully. I want to leave it on a good note, as in, if we ever meet again, we will just remember the good things and not remember the bad things. So yes, something's been going on, and I have been, trying to. I am like so angry right now, so angry and upset and everything together. But on the top, the emotion which is like on the top of my mind is anger. Yesterday I was angry that why the air is colorless, like why it doesn't have color. Just imagine. I was at that stage. And then of course CBT खुद का ही हम करते हैं. I was asking myself what's happening, why is it that I'm angry, what is bothering me, and all those things. So then the answers I got. I don't want to tell you what it is because when you hear other person's loss, you compare it with your loss and you say, अरे ये तो मेरा तो इससे ज़्यादा हुआ है तो ये तो कुछ नहीं है. Or you could also go like, अरे मेरा कुछ नहीं है, इसका तो बहुत इंटेंस लग रहा है यार, बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगा इसके लाइफ में वैसे. So to avoid the comparison, I am just saying that right now at this stage, it is a big loss for me. So anything that you consider as a big loss for you in your life, whatever, it could be death of a pet, end of a marriage, end of a friendship, end of death of a parent, and job loss, or this is the 5 things that comes to my mind. Loss of a land, farmer agar aap ho to loss of land, loss of crop, anything which you wanted and is gone or has been taken away from you. How does that feel? And being a future therapist myself, so I don't need to feel your pain, but if I have been through that, then when a client comes to me, then I can just pull it out from my file and remember that at this stage this is what you were feeling and this is what this person is going through right now. How will this person come out? So how will I come out? Of course it's going to be different. I might take 1 month, someone might take just 1 hour, or someone might take 10 years. It is all up to you. It all depends on you, based on how I don't want to say words like good or quick, but what's your coping skills? It's that. Based on that, you can decide your time. Now for me, this has been going on for like 5 years now, I guess. The on and off. So it's taking a toll, and now I want a final conclusion. Now, it also happens that you might not always get the closure you are looking for. So you'll have to create one. I wanted one more closure which I still haven't got, which was 20 years ago now. Okay, so that's like long back. But I haven't got that yet. But I just made my peace with it. And I think this is the second time where I'll be doing that. Just making my peace with it, that whatever. So what happens when we lose something, when there is loss? There are different stages to it. I will be showing you the scientific backing later. By the way, I'm doing a course CBT where I am, looking into this the scientific way also. But how much have I read? It is same, or it is what I have been thinking myself also, the techniques, the way to go through it. So the first thing is, you are in a shock and you are like, what just happened? Like, what? Did this happen? This has really happened? So that is the shock moment where you are like, immobilized, or you're frozen, like, that's what. Then once your brain comprehends it or takes it and they're like, okay, fine, then you move on to the next stage. So for me, it would be like, shock, then denial. I'm like, no, this is not happening, this has not happened, there has to be something else. I want to know the other side. So that is denial. Like, you're not ready to accept it. Okay? And then because you're in denial mode, you will like try to support it, or like, try to mend things. कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. Let me do this, let me do that, and then I can get back what I lost. Okay? So you're trying to fight. And you're like, नहीं ऐसा नहीं हुआ है. Then you're like, okay, this has happened, and there is nothing that I can do to change what has happened. To change what has happened, but not on the future part. Okay? So let's understand this. So right now we have the power to change. We do not have the ability to change what has happened. So you have a choice. You either put a full stop over there and start a new sentence, or you put a comma and you continue with it. It's up to you. You have to decide which punctuation mark you like better. All you grammar lovers would love me on this part. So I had put a comma and then I was going on. Well, you can try your semicolon and blah blah blah, whatever, okay? Now I want to put a full stop. Now, putting the full stop, it's easier said than done. The memories keep coming back. And the question is like, how much is right? Like, you want to cry. You want to, like, just scream and say, like, why? So how much are you allowed to cry? Or how much is right? It's a question again which you have to decide. I answered this question for myself yesterday. Vibha, how much ever happy moments you had, let's say you had 10 kgs. I just want to make it weight, something with weight. So if it was 10 kgs of happy moments, then your sad moments would be at least 11 kgs. That's right. Because the good thing that you had, it's there. And you're going to add more to it. I want to cry right now, but I'm not going to cry. But yeah, that's it. So it is definitely going to be more than what you had. So this is I am at that stage where I am accepting that I had 10 good moments, and I will have to work, or I'll have to move on with 11 moments. The 10 good and the one which is the bad moment, or whatever, the loss stage. So right now I have 11 kgs of grief. Yeah? And then once you accept that कि भाई दर्द ज़्यादा होने वाला है, जितनी खुशी हुई ना उतना ही दर्द होने वाला है, और मेरे लिए उससे ज़्यादा होने वाला है, बिकॉज उसको भूलना है एंड देन कुछ नया स्टार्ट करना है कि वॉट एवर. सो दिस इज़ वॉट आई फाउंड आउट बाय माई ओन टॉकिंग टू माई सेल्फ कि नाउ आई हैव 11 kgs टू fill up. I have 11 kgs to deal with. Then comes the next part. There is a vacuum, or there is a hole which is created. Now what do you do with this hole, or what do you do with this space? You can either go constructive or you can go destructive. Destructive would be replacing it with someone else, or maybe getting like alcohol, smoking, or harming yourself, going for crazy things, and just adrenaline rush. You can do that, which is destructive. You can go constructive. Constructive could be you can go for wine tasting. You still have alcohol. Alcohol is not the problem. how much you drink alcohol, the consumption of the alcohol is a problem. Alcohol is not a problem. So you can become an alcoholic or you can become a wine taster. Alcohol has no part to play in it. It's just how much you are drinking. So then you so you get something, substitute. It's not to distract, no. It is to accept that this has happened, but there is a gap, there is a hole in my heart right now. What do I fill it with? I need something. Hence the video. So my outlet would be videos. So if you see back-to-back videos coming out, that means you know that I am filling the void. Okay. Now that is something constructive. Destructive, I just keep crying and I don't do anything, and crying is not the problem, but not being able to function on a daily routine basis. That's the thing. I have cried. I am not against crying, yeah. But just crying and feeling miserable and feeling a victim is like, अरे मेरे साथ क्यों ऐसा हुआ? नहीं, ऐसा हो गया, ठीक है, अब मुझे क्या करना है? That should be the statement and not like मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ? My thing, you are free to have whatever you want. So I am going to find something, activity which will fill that void. Till now it was like nee, I am fine, and there is no gap in the hole, and there is no gap in the hole, there is no gap in the heart or whatever. And no, it's I'll be able to mend ways, but नहीं होने वाला है वो. I have accepted that. That's it. That's the final thing. Then you fill the void. So I'm at the stage where I have started filling the void. When I get more information on what I'm doing next, I will share it with you. Meanwhile, you'll be having more videos coming up. So if you find this interesting, or if you like it, or if you can relate to it, or whatever, just leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. And how are the earrings? The earrings are sponsored by Parag Sagar. He has got me this 25 earrings, So I was like, I better start making videos because I have to wear the earrings. Yalla. So we will continue with my journey and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.